Hey, what's going on, everyone? Slick Nick here. It is Monday, April 29th, 2019, and I'm just sitting back here at the Los Angeles airport staging lot. And while I'm waiting for a ping, I thought I might as well update what's been going on. It's hella slow today, surprisingly, and traffic wasn't as bad. So, anyways, about a few weeks ago, now this happened to me on Lyft, and this is a scam that's been going around, so I thought I'd update on that because it's happened to me. Holding for plane. So I got this phone call when I was en route to pick up a passenger, and of course I got the recording, said this is from an unknown number. Sometimes that does happen if you're actually talking to the passengers. So anyway, this could have been a scammer that hacked the system, or it could have been the rider, who knows, said something about mentioned the passenger's name and then started asking for this information to verify something. And then as soon as I heard that, and then I got rematched with somebody else when that happened, and then not wanting to deal with it, I just went and just hung up the phone, and they never called again. So anytime you get a phone call like that asking you about any information or to verify info, even on Uber too, hang it up and don't give them anything, because that Lyft and Uber would never ask you for any information. And also, the last 3 weekends, I was out in the Palm Desert. I drove out for Coachella just to drive, and Coachella wasn't bad. No, it was fairly busy. And just last weekend, I did Stagecoach, and Stagecoach, to me, it was not worth it. It was not as busy as Coachella. And one of the promotions we had, which applied to anyone on Uber X and Uber XL, if you had any pickups in the staging area in the evening, you would get, if you get 3 rides, they would give you $60 extra. I managed to get that at one of the Coachella weekends, but this last weekend at Stagecoach, I was only 1 ride away, and there was not any more riders to get. All the drivers ahead of us got riders, and a lot of them, we did not get the rides we needed, which kind of pissed me off. So learning from this year about going to Coachella or Stagecoach, I'm never going to do Stagecoach again. I might do Coachella, but that's it. So that was my first time out in the Palm Desert. And also, for the very first time this past week, I've been renting a car with Uber. I did it from Hertz. There's a partner with select Hertz locations and Fare locations, but the only problem is Fare goes really fast. So the car I'm driving in right now, as I'm sitting here, is a 2017 Toyota Corolla. Nothing much special, just a 4-cylinder, and it has a few bells and whistles to it, which are pretty cool. Like, it's got motion sensor and lane assist. If you're drifting, it'll warn you. None of the other cars I had that, but the last car I rented for Lyft, which was a Nissan Altima 2018, it had a sensor from the front of it, which was really cool. And the Corolla also has adaptive cruise control. It takes a little getting used to, but that's handy, especially if everybody's slowing down. It slows the car down for you. And it also has paddle shifters. Here, I'll show you. See, here's one of the paddles for downshift. And then there's an upshift here. Get the light so you can just barely see the plus right there, but yeah, it's got paddle shifting on it. So yeah, there you have it. That's a really cool feature to have. And you can also use the paddle shifting if you're in regular drive mode. So if you need, the RPMs they just keep going up and you need to shift. Airplane again. Then all you can do is just push it, and it's like it overrides it, which is really cool, especially when you're accelerating on the freeway and when you're getting on it and you want the gears to shift. You can do it that way, so you don't have to shift into manual mode, which has upshift and downshift. Also, if you're doing the rental program with Uber, especially if you're based in Los Angeles, for example, just a word of warning. any of the trips that you get, in order to get the credit for the trips towards the rental rewards, which help you offset your rental costs. The trip has to start in the greater Los Angeles area, so which is in Los Angeles County, Orange County, parts of San Bernardino County, and maybe part of Ventura County, and I know the western side of Riverside County, because I've done pickups with this rental in those areas and I still got the credit towards the rental rewards. But whereas with Lyft, though, you can get the ride credits anywhere. So if you're driving a rental for Lyft, it doesn't matter where you are because you'll get credit for the ride one way or the other. And also on Uber, I've noticed that this last week, the promotions that normally you would not be you wouldn't get if you were using a rental, they actually were honoring them anyway, which was pretty surprising. But don't get too hyped on that yet. So as I said, I'm just entering my second week with a rental, so we'll see how it works out. There's a car in front of me with headlights on. Must have got a ping. Yeah, as I said, it's been pretty slow today. I also wanted to update regarding entitled passengers. Yeah, this happened to me like this last Sunday. I had a passenger who tried to act all entitled, and for passengers, just keep in mind, just because you're the paying customer, that does not give you any right or prerogative or jurisdiction to actually demand us to do anything. Like, if a driver has the radio on, the driver, you can ask nicely if they'll change the station, but if they don't want to change it, that's the driver's vehicle. The driver does not have to change anything. So anyway, the reason I mentioned that is because I had this rider on Saturday, and he demanded me to change it to one of the stations, which I don't approve of. And then he dictated me to turn off my radio, but I just turned the volume way down and just ignored him. And then later when he was on the phone with somebody, he started talking shit about me. And even making comments. So I decided, you know what? To hell with this shit. I just pulled off the freeway. I found a gas station and I 86'd him. I was tempted to tell him to kick rocks, but apparently he had no problem getting out. Then he didn't close my door, so I closed it myself. He's all cussing out loud about me, so then I just ignore him, and once I get out of the gas station where I dropped him off and go up the street, I pull over and I make a report on him, on his behavior. So drivers, don't let passengers tell you what to do. Oh, I got a ride request, so I'll talk to you guys later. Drive safe. Peace out.